And so now I'd like to present Mr. Andreas Papakostas.
Awesome. Thank you, Francis. Thank you so much. How's my audio?
Good.
Clear? Okay, very good.
Good.
Well, thank you again. Thank you for the introduction. Fantastic job. It's always great to hear your voice, and I heard Donna as well. It's always great to hear both of your voices, and just excited about what we're doing here in NHT Global. I know more people are going to be joining us here as we get started. I'm going to be recording this webinar, so you can use this in the future and share it with those that are going to be joining your organizations as we continue to build globally, build massively, and we just really begun. I know that's kind of the things we say almost every month, but it just gets bigger and better, and we haven't even scratched the surface of what's going to happen with so many people who are taking advantage of this opportunity. And so today, folks, I'm going to talk about, hold on, let me make a couple of clicks here. My slides are going to change a little bit. There's this box that comes out, so hold on one second here. This is actually being recorded. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, good. There we go. Okay, we should be fine. So once again, welcome. You know, this Wednesday nights, put that on your planner, put it on your scheduler, put it on your calendar, your reminder on your phone, whatever it takes, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Every week, there is a top leader in NHT Global that shares some wonderful business building tips, leadership training to help you and your organization, again, build your business and take it to another level. So you can count on these trainings every single Wednesday, rain, snow, shine, storms, it doesn't matter. This call will always go on, and you can always get a recording on our online training university website, steamteam.ca. Takes about several days after the live training, such as today, to be able to view the trainings and have it to you 24/7. You know, just honored being part of the leadership training tiers. As you know, my 12 years experience, how I just continue to learn as I grow and just invest so much time in developing myself so I can better develop other people. And sometimes when we're asked to present a topic, gosh, like 50 million topics go in my head. Like, there's so much aspect when you're dealing with building a business, so many nuggets you can give people. And, but more importantly, it's the nuggets and the awareness that we give people with developing themselves personally. And so today I want to talk about self-reflection, reflecting on yourself, because truly that's really when you get to really appreciate who you can truly become, and know that you truly have all the answers already in you. And I'm going to share so many, well, not many, but I'm going to share a couple of things that, again, will help you kind of answer some of the questions that maybe are lingering for you in building not just a successful business, but a business that will grow because of who you are, who you become, and it will duplicate, and it will be stable, and it will be here for generations to come. And that's really what our focus here is in NHT Global. It's not just to help you build a successful business. We've obviously proven to do that and continuing to do that, but we want to help people transform who they are and who they're going to become. And the reality is the best way to do that is to reflect on oneself, on where they're at, what they're doing, what they're not doing, and truly take a deeper inner kind of a search as far as what's holding you back. And this is for people who are experiencing tremendous growth, because we never want to stop growing, and those who perhaps maybe are brand new, perhaps those of you who've been with us for a while, perhaps your business have slowed down, or perhaps your business goes in cycles. These are some of the questions that I'm going to ask of you so you can answer yourself. So I'm going to do a lot of question asking. You know, there's so many aspects of reflecting oneself, from a business aspect, from a personal aspect, from a faith aspect, from a belief aspect. There's so many questions, but I really just want to keep it general and basic because, again, if you're great at the fundamentals and you're great at the basics and they're automatic for you, you're going to have a thriving business and you'll be able to continue to learn about yourself. You'll be able to continue to grow as a person and also as a business professional. So let's get started here. I know some of you guys are listening and won't be able to watch the slides, so hopefully you'll be able to watch this in a recording. But I just want to go over just transformation because really that's what we're here to do. You know, NHT Global is a vehicle and a powerful vehicle to be able to help you achieve your dreams, your vision, your goals, your aspirations. And so transformation is really a big why, having this big why and constant self-reflection. Okay? So you know how to become bigger, how to become more, how to do more, how to earn more, how to give more, and how to serve more. And that's really when the transformation occurs. Having a big why and having a constant self-reflecting, just a reflection of what you're doing, who you are, where you're going. This is very, very important. And I want you to grasp this because this could be your solutions to many aspects of your life, not just in your NHT Global business, but truly every aspect of your life. So, just so you know, leaders, and when I mean leaders, I'm not talking about, you know, multi-millionaire leaders because there's several of them, and we have many of them here in NHT Global. A leader doesn't have to lead by title, okay? They have to lead based on their confidence, who they are, who they want to become, and believe that they're actually going to get there. That is the start of leadership, okay? So everybody starts at 0 and gets to where they want to get. So leaders reflect on what they're doing, where they're going every year, every quarter, every month, every week, and every single day. Now, they don't consume a lot of time on just reflecting. And this is something that I've been doing for the last 14 years. Every year I reflect, and everything that I reflect may be different from quarter, per month, per week, per day. I reflect on different things per day, and I'll share with you some of the things that you would want to reflect on a day. And what I reflect every week may be different than what I reflect on every day. So it's kind of like goals. You have small goals, and then you got some long-term goals, and then you got your bucket list that you got to do before, you know, your time is up here on Earth. And so, and again, this is if you want to get better. You are obviously listening today right now because you want to become better. You want to become a better leader. You want to become a better professional. You want to become a better human being. And you will be able to do that with all the trainings from the leaders we offer here every single Wednesday. This is just a fraction. This training today is just a fraction. But it may come at the perfect time for that person who is ready for the information that we're sharing with you today. Okay? So, self-reflection. It's really what self-growth and personal development is all about. Okay? If you read all these books, and gosh, there's so many books out there. If you read the books in self-growth, personal development, okay, what does it really do? It increases your awareness of where you're at. Why do you believe what you currently believe? What can you do to change that to get you where you want to get? And guess what? You transform. And so it kind of gives you the self-reflection. So I'm not going to go over the things that you can get in the books, okay? But I just want to share an accumulation of things that I just kind of put together just to give you a base on reflecting on what you're doing and where you're going. And if you're not happy with what's happening, perhaps you need to take a look yourself in the mirror because that's really where all the answers are. And I'm going to spend some time on that towards the end of the slides here. But here's how I'm going to share with you on how to reflect yourself. I'm going to do it kind of a reverse psychology almost. And basically, someone right now, one of your prospects, is looking to partner up with you, okay? You got a prospect. Doesn't matter if they're a multi-million-dollar leader looking to partner up with you, or a brand new person who's got no experience, who's ready to transform their life. They're looking to partner up with you, and guess what? They're going to interview you because this person is serious, and they want to make sure that when they partner up with you, that you're able to support, help them, but also practice what you preach. So here's the questions that your prospect is asking of you. And I just want you to listen to these questions. I hope you have a paper and pen handy. If you're driving, obviously, you'll be able to listen to this again. But if you have a paper and pen handy, just jot down the questions that maybe hit you the most. And perhaps the answers that you may give, you may want to jot down so you can investigate or learn or dissect or whatever it is that you need to do. So listen to each question and make this question towards you, okay? So here we go. Prospect asks you, do you work your business daily? Okay, I want to partner up with you, but I want to know that I'm working with somebody who's serious, okay, who's a professional, okay? Do you work your business daily? Now, working your business daily can mean different things to different people, okay? Personal development is not working on your business, it's working on yourself, which is a necessity. What are you doing to work on your business every single day? If you're not exposing your products or your business, you're not presenting, or you're not giving a tool to somebody to have them look, or you're not following up with somebody, you're not talking to somebody, you're not doing a three-way with somebody, you're not working your business. Okay? So, answer this question to yourself. Do you work your business daily? Do you work your business consistently? I want to know, because I'm ready to make this business grow. I want to build a global business. I want to know if you work your business consistently. Think about that. Do you work your business for 2 days and then stop for a week and then do it all over again? And then kind of like working out, people who are upset that they're not, getting the results that they want because they work out twice a week for 2 weeks. They stop for 10 days. They go back to the gym once, and then they go back after 3 weeks and want to know why it's not working. Then they go on to the next craze, hoping that that's going to be the one. And the reality is, it's not that. It's that. So, do you work your business consistently? Do you know where you want to go with your business? Do you know? Have you truly spent time to know where you want to go with your NHT global business by the end of this year? 2 years from now? 5 years from now? Do you know? Should you? What is your 5-year plan goal to achieve? Prospect asks you that. I want to know what your 5-year plan goal is to achieve. What is it? If you don't have a vision instantly and you don't know, then this is something I encourage you all to do immediately after you're done with this training. What's your 5-year plan goal? You wake up 5 years from today, you wake up in the morning, what does your life look like? What does your NHT Global look like? Is it locally? Is it internationally? Is it with hundreds of people? Is it thousands of people? Is it hundreds of thousands of people? What's your check going into your bank account look like 5 years from today? What is it? You got to know. You have to know. Because if you don't know, how are you going to help somebody else? You know what's interesting is that all these questions are all somehow in our Getting Started training. Okay? Your first step in getting training. A lot of the things that we shared in the steamteam.ca, a lot of the other leaders have got other sites that go over just different ways of getting started. And it's all there. But you can't deviate. You got to know. You got to do these things. So when somebody asks you, they know that what you're saying, you're seeing it, you're believing it, because they want to be they're going to just want to be a part of it. No questions. But you got to know it for yourself, what your 5-year plan goal is to achieve with your NHG Global business. Here's a big one. Why should I join you? There's tens of thousands of distributors, hundreds of thousands of distributors, all having the same products and the compensation plan in NHG Global with the same tools. Why should I join you? You should be able to answer that instantly, authentically, and with pride. This is so huge because when you're really prospecting, you're following up with people, here's the number one question that if you can directly and indirectly answer it to your prospect, they will join you right then and there. Their mind is, why should I really join them? Do I trust them? Are they really going to help me? So why should you join? They should join you. You should be able to answer that immediately. Okay? Very, very big, very, very important. So, prospects asking you this. How many books have you read in personal development? How many books? Can you count them? Can you even remember them? Have you read them completely? How many books? I can tell you how many books. I could probably name them. I could probably do a webinar just on how many books I've read. And the concept of each of the books and how each of those books have made me feel and what transformation or defining moments I've had in each of those books. Now, how many times have you read each one of those books? I can tell you my favorite book. Most of you guys probably know which my favorite book is. I've referenced it many times. I've referenced a lot of books many times. I'm actually reading it for the 9th time. The 9th time. The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Transformational for me. Transformational. But this webinar isn't about me. It's about you. How many times have you read each one? See, it's one thing to read a book. Another thing to study it. But study it so you can apply it. See, to study and to know and not to do is truly not to know. That's really the cliche you hear. To know and not do is truly not to know. Well, I've changed that definition, and for me is to know and not to do is not to have a why. Okay? Because if you know what you need to do, but you're not really doing it, you don't have a really reason why you should do it. So very important that you just don't read books and study them, but you do them to have a reflection on you so that you can go out there and apply what you learn to make the transformation. You see, the change is not in the reading. The change is in the doing. You transform when you're doing, and the books are there to get you to know that you have already what you need to achieve the things that you want. Now you got to apply it. That's where you're going to learn. So how many times have you read each of these books? Something you should ask yourself. Which one is your favorite? And why? You should be able to give me a 1-paragraph synopsis on why that book is your favorite one. How has it hit your emotional level? What has it done to make it your favorite? What did that book resonate with you? Why? What has it done? How did it change your belief? How did it change the way you thought? So you got to be able to do that when somebody asks you that. And I'm just using somebody asking you that to know, hey, can you really answer that? And if you don't, maybe you should, again, get the answers for these for yourself, because it's a reflection of where you're at right now with you. Okay? Do you know how to get a new distributor started? I'm anxious. I want to get started. Can you help me get started? Okay? So do you know how to get a new distributor started? If a new distributor says, I want to make $10,000 over the next 3 months, can you help them get $10,000? If no, why not? See, it's not just how much you know, but how much you can direct them to tools, avenues, and others to help them get there as well. It's not so much how much you know, it's how you direct. That's very important, okay? But can you get somebody started? Somebody wants to get started right now. They just joined you. You signed them up. They want to get started in their business. Can you help them get started in their business? Can you explain the 4 ways of getting paid in just basic form? You heard Francis do a fantastic job on the 4 ways of getting paid in our opportunity presentation. Without getting into details, somebody asked you, can you just quickly go over the 4 ways that I can get paid if I become an NHT Global distributor? In its simplicity form, can you spend 4 or 5 sentences at each of the bonuses? Do you know each of these bonuses? Do you understand them? Because if you understand them, you go out there and make it happen because they're all very, very powerful. But can you explain it very simply? Because if you can explain it, you know it. Okay? One of the best ways of knowing something is to teach it. Well, people say, well, how can you teach it if you don't know it? Because if you're going to teach it, you're going to go out there, investigate it, study it, apply it, so that you can teach it. That's the best way to know something, is teach it. I would do leadership training lots of years ago, probably 8, 9 years ago. And I purposely would find a topic I didn't really know that I wanted to become better at, and I would teach it. I would set the date, and I would force myself, I had 4 days to learn it, study it, apply it, and then teach it. And that's what I did. And that's how you become better. So can you explain the 4 ways of getting paid? Why not? You got all the tools in the world to know how to do this. Can you present the opportunity? I want to get started right now, okay? And guess what, partner? I'm going to bring 100 people to my house. Can you present, I'm brand new, can you present the opportunity if I bring 100 people to my house? Man, that would be music to my ears. Oh my gosh. If I never did a presentation and someone said they're going to bring 100 people to their house for me to present, oh man, would that be exciting for me? Now, I know public speaking is fearful for a lot of people, but can you present the opportunity? If not, you think you're going to find somebody in your upline to help you or help you present the opportunity? Yes, because you know why. Because 100 people will be there. If you enroll even 20%, that's 20 people. 20 new people in your business who are excited about starting a business can transform your life. Do you see why when you know why, the how happens? But can you present the opportunity? Let me tell you something. Those who can present and present consistently are the highest paid network marketers in the industry. They're the highest paid network marketer. They're the highest paid distributors in any company is presenting the opportunity. You can use a PowerPoint. You can use a flip chart. You can use whatever you want. You can go on member. You can do whatever, a webinar. You can present it any way you want. It's all there for you. You don't really have to create anything, but I'm telling you, become good at presenting. Not become good. Become comfortable with presenting. See, if you can present, you're comfortable with yourself. If you can't present, you're not comfortable with yourself. Get comfortable with yourself so you can go out there and transform everyone's lives, and you'll transform your life. Present the opportunity. Can you do that? How often do you work with your team leader or your upline partner? Ask yourself that. When was the last time you contacted your upline leader? Not your upline leader contacting you. You contacting your upline leader because you want to learn more, you want to be more, you want to do more, you want to ask more, you want to become more. It is your responsibility to contact your upline partners. Your upline partners may have thousands and tens of thousands of people in their organization. They don't know everyone's schedule. They don't remember everyone's goals. It's your responsibility to contact your upline leader on a consistent basis if you're serious about your business, if you're serious about transforming yourself. So how often do you work with your team leader, upline partner? Not to talk about what's not happening, but to talk about what can happen. What things you can do to move your business forward. Those are the things that should happen in a conversation. So, if a prospect asks you, I want to join, but I want to ask you this, how often do you contact your upline leader? Do you work with them on a consistent basis? So what's your answer? Can you do a proper three-way if I got a prospect on the phone right now? I want to sign up right now, and I got people. I'm a go-getter. I want to make this happen. I want to introduce you to some people. Can you do a proper three-way with me? Can you show me how to do a proper three-way? The hint, folks, I've done a webinar on how to do a powerful, proper three-way calling. You don't have to recreate anything. You just have to learn it, study it, and apply it. And now you can also teach it. So these are little questions I'm asking you in a way where, again, these are some of the basic things we go over and over and over again, but it's a way that gets you to reflect on where you're at with some of these questions. Are you a self-driven person? You see, in this industry, folks, this is an independent distributorship, not a dependent distributorship. The reality is you can depend on tools. You can depend on support. But the reality is if you're going to make this go, it has nothing to do with your enroller, your upline partner, but you. It's you. Are you self-driven? Or do you only do something because you got excited because somebody motivated you? And then the only time you do something is because you get motivated again, which means there is no self-motivation, which means you have to really take a look at your why. That's very, very important. So are you a self-driven person? Do you create things? Do you try things? Okay? Are you afraid to go and try something? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. See, it's not so much of what you do, it's why you're doing it. You're doing it because you want to build your business. If you did something that didn't work and you did it again, didn't work, okay, great. Guess what? You're trying to build your business. And guess what? That's going to come back to you. So any creativity in what you can do in building your business and how to use some of the tools that we have right now? Okay? So how would you respond to that if that question was asked to you? What kind of growth are you having right now in your organization? Is it growing? Is it growing slow? Is it growing fast? Is it stagnant? Is it declining? You know, you can blame the people that maybe you brought in or recognize those that you brought in who are exploding their organizations, hence exploding you as well too. Okay? You can blame those or recognize those, but the reality is it somehow comes to you. The speed of the group is the speed of the leader. Okay? How fast and big your organization is growing is how fast and big you personally are growing. This couldn't be farther than the truth. Okay? So what kind of growth are you having right now in your organization? Just take a look at where you're at right now. It doesn't matter if you're brand new, you just joined yesterday. Okay? There's people who come in and they enroll like 5 people in one day. Okay? Now I'm not saying that, you know, everybody does that. But I'm saying, look at where you're at today and what kind of growth are you having in your organization? Is it fast? Is it slow? Is it stagnant? Is it declining? And whatever it is, do you know why? Do you know why? I'm sure everybody knows why. If they're growing fast, they know why. If they're growing slow, they know why. If they're stagnant, they know why. If they're declining their business, they know why. Okay? So if you know why, guess what? You know how to fix it. You know how to continue then if you're growing fast. We got so many people in our organization. We got so many people in HC right now that is exploding. They're growing like 300, 500, 700%. It's amazing. They know why. And there's people who are probably stagnant. They know why. Okay? So again, just some self-reflection questions. Do you have a plan of action? Do you have a plan of action on the day you work your business? How many days do you work your business consistently? Is it 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week? Do you have a time schedule of when you work and focus on your NHG Global business? And if you do, what is your daily method of operation? Like, what do you do during that time of your NHT business building time schedule? What is it? Is it, I'm going to make certain calls a week, I'm going to make certain appointments a day, I'm going to get so many people on a tool? You must have some kind of goal that you should be achieving in your business. Must. It doesn't matter if you're in a traditional business, if you're in multi-level marketing, if you don't have something, a goal to set for a day, you're never going to grow. You don't know what you'll need to change. You don't know what's going to work if you don't do something consistently over a long period of time to give you what we call the law of average. Okay? So do you have a daily method of operation? What is it? If you don't have one, I encourage you to get one. I encourage you to work with your enroller or your upline partner to get one. ASAP. So, I'm the prospect. I'm looking at joining you. Can you teach me to be effective with time management? I have lots of stuff going on in my life. Can I really still do this business? Can you teach me? Now you understand why you must become effective with your time to be able to teach others to become effective with their time. Many of you know my story. I was working 80 hours a week. I had a newborn. Just built a house. Commute an hour and 30 minutes each way. From home to work. We didn't have PDAs on our cell phones. We didn't have internet accessibility. We didn't have Skype, Facebook, social media. None of that stuff. Was I able to do it? Yeah, because somebody showed me a way to do it with the minimal time that I had. I quickly became very disciplined to make sure that I did that. And in 10 months, I built a full-time income. I had one of the top, I'm sorry, not 10 months, in 8 months. I had one of the top 10 businesses of that company. No experience, 80 hours work schedule. Can it be done? Absolutely. Can you help somebody do it? Absolutely. Are you doing it for yourself? That's a reflection for you. I don't know. Ask that question to yourself. And are you in it for the long haul? I mean, how long are you going to do this, NHG? Are you in it for the long haul? Or is this something you're just trying? It's something you're just trying. Guess what? It's not going to work. If somebody you enroll in just coming in just to try it, guess what? Save them their money, save them their decreasing their self-belief, save your time wasted, don't get them involved. If they're just going to try it and see it, this is a business, folks. This is a professional business that can transform your life. This is a franchise-like business. Are you going to buy a $300,000 franchise and say, well, just try it? No. But because it doesn't cost that much money, it's easy to get involved, to join. But very few get involved. So, ask yourself this. Are you in it just to try it? Or are you in it for the long haul? Ask that question for yourself. So these are some of the questions that you can ask yourself daily. There's so many of them that I do. Again, I just chose one with the one that just came off the top of my head. And this is something that I do every single night. I have not skipped asking myself this question for many, many, many years. If everyone in my organization did today what I did for my business, would I be happy? Or would I be upset? If I didn't do anything in my business today and everybody in my organization did what I did today, which was nothing, would I be happy or upset? I'd probably be upset, right? I'd probably be sad, right? You want your organization to do something, you do something. People do what you do, not what you say. That's where modeling comes in. It doesn't matter what you say. There's a lot of people who can say all the right things. But you don't inspire people by your words. You inspire people by what you do and who you are. That's very, very important to understand. So, if you did a little bit today, and everybody in your organization did a little bit today, how would you feel about, What happened? Well, you can be okay a little bit. But if you did all you can do today, and imagine everybody in your organization did all they could do today, would you be happy? Boy, man, would you be excited? So be the leader. Practice what you preach so people can do what you do, not what you say. And I'm telling you, things will change very, very quickly for you. Questions to ask weekly. Do I seek and ask to get better with things and activities that I am comfortable with? Everybody is uncomfortable with something. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care what your profession is. I don't care how long you've been in the industry. Everybody has some form of uncomfortableness of something. And that something could be the biggest reason why you are not transforming into that next level. It could be one thought. It could be one feeling away. But are you pushing it aside? Are you hibernating from it? Are you asking and learning and finding out and studying so you can become better at it, so you can do more of it, so then it's not uncomfortable anymore. It's automatic. It's part of who you are now. So then you start attracting what? Other people that are looking to be you, to partner up with people like you. So are you asking how you can get better? Because you're not going to get better just by thinking about it. You're going to get better by what? Staying engaged, getting involved, being part of your upline leaders, okay? Trying it, doing it, participate. Try it again, do it again. Upline leaders. Did I engage in my business, and was it enough to move me closer to my vision? I do this every Sunday. I have a tracking sheet, by the way. All the tracking sheets are on our website that you get. I track my business. How many appointments I made, how many people I talked to, how many new people, how many follow-ups, who said no, who said yes, who did a three-way with me, who ordered, who not, who joined, who's on my drip list. I know this. I don't even have to. This is all on top of my head. This is what I do. Every week, I evaluate, I reflect, and I say to myself, did I engage in my business that will move me closer to where I want my vision to be? Was it enough to move me closer to my vision? Some weeks, most weeks, it's yes. Some weeks, it's no. Okay? But I know that because I reflect, I evaluate, I look at statistics, and I know how to do better the following week. I know what I need to do. I know what I don't need to do in order to move me closer to my goal. So the thoughts that you have right now, is it moving you closer to your goal or farther away from your goal? Is what you're doing right now, is it moving you closer to your goal or farther away from your goal? If you make this decision right now to do it or not to do it, is it moving you closer to your goal or is it moving you farther away from your goal? Questions to always ask yourself. Am I truly doing all I can to grow personally and professionally to achieve my vision with my business? Are you truly doing all you can personally and professionally to achieve your vision with your business? Everybody always knows they can do a little more. You can do a little more. You can do one more phone call. You can read one more page. You can write out one more goal. Always can. You can get up one more hour earlier. You can go to bed one more hour later. There's always something you can do just a little more. But you will only do it if your vision and your why is so big enough, so strong enough that you believe it, you see it, you feel it, you can touch it, you're living it, and then it's going to happen. It's just going to happen. We talk about this all the time. All the leaders talk about that all the time. What can I do more of to build my business? What can I do less of to build my business? These are questions I ask myself, not just, I do this all the time. I'm sharing, these are questions that I share with you that I am doing. Here's the best. I've done this before. And I'll continue to do this. And this can become very emotional, as it's been emotional for me. You want to truly know who you really are? You truly want to know what's preventing you from becoming the success you want to be? Do you truly want to know why you're stuck at $10,000 a month and you're not at $30,000 a month? If you're stuck at $100,000 a month and you're not making $1 million a month? If you're stuck at $5 a month and you can't get to that $1,000 a month? You really want to know? Stand in front of the mirror. No distractions. And some people have a hard time taking a look at their own eyes. They start to cry. You know why? Because they know it's them. It's not your upline. It's not the company. It's not your spouse. It's not your circumstance. It's not your parents. It's not the community you were brought up with. It's not your financial situation. It's not the government. Okay? It's not the country. It's not the political party. It's not this. And it's not that. It's you. And you need to look yourself in the eye in the mirror long enough that some emotion comes out. Whether it's a happy emotion, because you can look yourself in your mirror and you say, man, I'm so proud of myself and what I'm doing, what have I accomplished. You may have a tear of happiness, tear of excitement. I've had those. And you may look at yourself and be upset with yourself because your eyes can't lie. You cannot lie to yourself. So look at yourself in the mirror, and I'm telling you, that alone can change everything for you. Everything. It has for me. And I'm not just talking about finances. I'm just talking about the way you think, the way you feel, the way you view things, the way you want to be, what you're going to change, what you're going to do more of. You want some solutions? Put yourself in front of the mirror. You'll get them. So as a leader, you evaluate and coach your team members to improve productivity, to help them become more, reach a higher potential. But you to really take the time to evaluate yourself through self-reflection. Okay? Self-reflection allows for an increased awareness of problematic performance traits and the ability to develop solutions on how to adjust those aspects of your leadership style. Just as you would develop a performance plan for an employee, you can develop one for yourself and never stop increasing your leadership capacity. You know, Joe Garcia does a phenomenal, I encourage you if you haven't listened to it, if you have, listen to it again, just like reading a book. You don't just want to listen to it once. You want to study and listen to it again and study it and apply it. On the 7 levels of leadership. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay? When you don't take the time for your own self-reflection, you're essentially saying you are perfect as a leader and you no longer need to develop and grow. There's a lot of people out there like that. That's why they're at where they're at. Millionaires, billionaires never stop growing. They never do. This only hurts you in your career, but you are letting your team down as well. But more importantly than that, because everybody is their own individual business owner, you're decreasing your self-belief in accomplishing greatness. Taking the time to self-reflect opens your mind to greater possibilities for you as a leader. And in this business, your goal is to become a leader so you can develop people who develop leaders. And that's how they develop successful businesses. That's where the transformation comes. So, what encouragement, words of wisdom, solutions, and decisions would you offer to your own child or your loved one if they are experiencing what you are experiencing right now? Now, again, some of you guys are listening are experiencing tremendous growth. Some of you guys are brand new. Don't know. Some of you guys have been with us for a long time. Doesn't matter. But here's how I solve problems or I solve challenges. I take myself out of the box and I look in and I ask myself, if my son or my daughter or my best friend came to me and says, this is what they're experiencing right now, and they're reflecting what I'm experiencing, and they want to know what I would do or what my suggestions would be, guess what? I would always tell them the right one. You see, the answers in achieving your full potential, it's already in you. You got to believe that. You have all the answers. It's all in you. You just got to reflect, increase your awareness, stay engaged, stay true to your vision, and apply the things that are already proven to succeed, and you too will have the transformation that you're looking for, not just in your business, but also in your life. So I hope this training gave you some nuggets, gave you some things to reflect on. Hopefully you wrote some of these questions down. It's just a powerful way to kind of take a look at where you're at. And I know the solutions are in you. We got some fantastic growth going on in NHG Global right now. It's amazing. And, you know, these people are also applying these questions as well. And guess what? They're taking their business even to a higher level. So this is for everyone. This is someone who's brand new. This is someone who's been with us for a while. This is somebody who is experiencing exponential growth. This is somebody who just is not moving their business the way they want to. So hopefully this training gave you enough information, or at least some nuggets that you can, again, reflect on, you can use. This is recorded. It'll be available to you 24/7. So if you didn't have a chance to write some of the questions down, it'll be available for you to watch it 24/7. So I hope you've enjoyed this training today. It was a pleasure, again, sharing just another training to help you and your organization, and those that are not in your organization yet that are going to be coming next week, next month, next year, that these are archived to continue helping people in personal development as well as helping them build their business. So thank you so much for joining. We'll hear you next week on our next Wednesday night leadership call. Once again, Andreas Papakostas signing off here with our self-reflection training. Good night.